Hello! Among the many different ways of survival in the world of unicellular eukaryotes, one of the main ones was the protection from being eaten by other organisms. In order to not become prey, one must be greater than the predator. One of the ways to increase body size was the transition to a multicellular structure. A sponge is an organism that simultaneously combines features of unicellular and multicellular organisms. In clean rivers and streams, stationary organisms can be found on rocks or other hard surfaces, which have the appearance of a porous grey-brown or green growths, cushions, tubes, or even branching bushes. Their body is externally bounded by a layer of flattened covering cells. The walls are pierced with numerous small holes. Inside is a cavity lined with a layer of flagellate cells. It is thanks to the movement of the flagellate of these cells that water enters the cavity through small lateral openings. With water, food and oxygen enter the body cavity of the sponge. Between the outer and inner layers, there is a jelly-like main substance, which contains amoeba individual modal cells and the products of their vital activity, silica needles, which give the sponge body elasticity. If necessary, amoeba cells can transform into other cell types and vice versa. For example, if a sponge is crushed and passed through a sieve, the separated cells will slide back into whole organisms. Flagellate cells direct food to their surface, bacteria, algae, and small dead remains. The sea lettuce is a margin green algae, the body of which is formed by two layers of cells similar in structure and function. First, the body of the sea lettuce is attached to the bottom by several short threads. Eventually, it detaches from the soil and can then float freely in the water column. Click on the seaweed to see a cross-section of it. Click to continue. At the bottom of lakes and coastal estuaries, where ducks stop on the fly, you can almost always find dense thickets of multicellular green chara, alga, which has the appearance of a small, real plant. Its body consists of a long filamentous stem, from which, at a certain distance from each other, the rays of needle-like leaves depart in rings.